Chapter 2 is all about data. Okay? Data is information in context. Okay? It can't just be a number. It is that number has to have a context. It has to have a units. It needs to have a meaning where it came from. Okay? We try to answer the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, if possible, why, how, if we know that. Okay? As much context, as much information as we have about our data, the better off we'll be. Okay? But data is information in context. Okay? You'll need to get good at looking at data tables. Okay? Now, vertically, we have the variables. Okay? The variables can be either quantitative or categorical. Okay? But in vertically, we have the different variables about our individual cases, okay, or units. So the individual cases are located horizontally, um, and the variables are located vertically. Okay. Now this about sample and population, this hits on a huge idea that was talked about as I went through our overview, and we'll continue to talk more about it as we go on through this unit, that our goal is, in statistics, is to make a conclusion about our population that's usually too large for us to understand. Okay, so we often take a sample and we study our sample, and our goal is to make a conclusion about the population. Okay, often what we have in our data tables and our data is made up of our sample. Okay, the last thing I'll talk about is there's a TI tip. Don't skip over these TI tips. I highly encourage you to grab your calculator and to try entering in some data and to follow going through these TI tips, as it'll help you be much more prepared tomorrow when you come into class to use these ideas and practice these ideas.